Now, if y'all haven't heard yet, ex-video vixen Corinne Steffens, this woman right here, is claiming she was once gifted to P. Diddy for one of his freak-off parties by Irv Gotti. Now, to y'all younger generation or people who live up under a rock, Corinne Steffens, aka Superhead, is an ex-video vixen who is best known for her book that she released called Confessions of a Video Vixen, where she talks about her life and her time working in the music industry as a video vixen, where she also name drops hella celebrities that she messed around with, such as the late and great DMX, Ja Rule, Jay-Z, OG rapper Kool G Rap, Lil Wayne, Shaq, and a lot more others.
Karen Steffen claims she was once gifted to Diddy by VV Gotti for one of his parties. Let's see the 10 times celebrities warn us about Diddy.
Welcome back to The Emily Show. Today we are covering the world's fastest lawsuit, from the lawsuit being filed to a settlement being reached, where Cassie sued Sean Combs, who you might know as Puffy, Diddy, P. Diddy, or whatever else he is going by these days. This lawsuit is unlike much I've seen, A, in the swiftness of the settlement, B, in the fact that the lawsuit...
Cassie Ventura's case against Shaw Diddy Combs, the shocking allegations, and the unprecedented legal strategies that led to a rapid resolution as a trigger warning directly under the title box. And this lawsuit does deal with graphic information of a sexual nature, including sexual assault allegations of human trafficking, and the rest of it. As I do with these lawsuits, I will be covering the broader facts of the lawsuit, but I will not be getting into any of the details or the particularly graphic details. I will attach the lawsuit if you would like to read it in the description box. On November 16th, 2023, Cassie filed a lawsuit against Shaw Combs that captured immediate media attention. The lawsuit wasn't your standard civil case. It included graphic allegations of mistreatment and human trafficking that spanned more than a decade.
As a trigger warning directly under the title box, and this lawsuit does deal with graphic information of a sexual nature, including sexual assault, allegations of human trafficking, and the rest of it. As I do with these lawsuits, I will be covering the broader facts of the lawsuit, but I will not be getting into any of the details or the particularly graphic details. I will attach the lawsuit if you would like to read it in the description box. I want to go over the law, how this was filed, how swift this settlement happened, what the different causes of action were, why this is potentially a civil suit, not a criminal suit. And I think there are definitely some legal aspects and some strategic aspects we need to talk about. But when I saw this news break on Thursday.
So why was this case filed in New York, especially when both Cassie and Shaw Combs reside in California? The reason lies in New York's Adult Survivors Act, which was passed in 2022.
This lawsuit was filed on November 16th. I was like, oh, that's wild. And then the news came out that the settlement happened on Friday, November 17th. I was like, you've got to be, what? That's wild. So an extra huge thank to our sponsors today, because covering topics of a sensitive nature aren't always super friendly across all platforms, but I know that you guys want to know the law behind the cases like this, and that's what we're going to do today. So, law nerds, let's get in.
Cassie accused Combs of not only physically beating her, but also forcing her into degrading intimate acts with others, which he allegedly recorded.
At the Baker household, we have been using the Lomi for probably 6 months plus before they reached out to sponsor the Emily Show. And the number one thing I noticed is how much less trash we were taking out every single week. I didn't realize that almost half of trash is made up of food waste. But all of our food waste now goes into the Lomi and is turned into dirt that then goes out into my yard. It is such a nice way to be able to recycle food waste at home, reduce the burden on the planet, and reduce the stink in my trash can.
The fact that it settled so quickly suggests that there were likely behind-the-scenes negotiations going on before the suit was even filed. It's also worth noting that Combs' attorney Benjamin Brafman described Cassie's demands as blackmail, which adds another layer of complexity to this case.
Just reduce the amount of waste you're hauling to the curb every week. The Lomi is perfect for you. Head to lomi.com/lawnerd and use promo code LAWNERD to get $50 off your Lomi. That's $50 off when you head to lomi.com/lawnerd and use promo code LAWNERD at checkout. Thanks, Lomi, for sponsoring this episode. Let's get back to it.
For Cassie, filing the lawsuit under the Adult Survivors Act was an opportunity to speak out against the misconduct she says she endured.
So by way of a quick overview, before we pull up both the law firm's press release and then the lawsuit itself, and then at the end, we will get to the settlement and the statements made regarding the settlement, the undisclosed monetary settlement. But as a way of overview, the lawsuit covers allegations that occurred between 2006 and 2019. It was filed in federal court in New York, though Cassie and Sean Combs are both residents of California. We'll talk about jurisdiction a little bit in a minute.
In their joint statement, Cassie expressed her relief in having some control over the situation, saying she was ready to move forward with her life. Combs, on the other hand, expressed well wishes for Cassie and her family, but did not address the allegations in any detail.
The top 5 celebrities that warned us about Diddy, you won't believe the last one. Number 5, 50 Cent. Accusation after accusation. 50 Cent has been vocal for years. Not only did 50 Cent accuse Diddy of being connected to Tupac's murder, but he also accused him of being connected to Biggie's as well. In 2010, he also said that Puffy will suck the life out of everyone that he's around. Moving on to the next one, number 4, Usher. At 13, Usher lived with Diddy for 1 year. In a 2016 interview, he was asked if he'd send his kids to live with Diddy. He answered, hell no. J. Cole warned us in 2021. On his song Let Go of My Hand, in reference to Diddy, he said, back then I didn't know shit, now I know too much. This is possibly alluding to Diddy's alleged crimes. Number 2, Eminem. Eminem warned us in his lyrics multiple times. In 2018's Kill Shot, he said that Diddy put out a hit that got Tupac killed. Also in 2024's Fuel, he branded Diddy a rapist. I swear the whole industry is going in on Diddy, but even more surprisingly, Tupac warned us before he died. After Tupac was shot 5 times, he pointed the finger at Diddy. He was later murdered in a drive-by shooting. Rest in peace.
This lawsuit, though quickly settled, shines a light on the serious issues of misuse and power in the entertainment industry. While we may never know all the details, this case underscores the importance of legal protections like the Adult Survivors Act.
Music mogul Sean Combs is facing a new wave of lawsuits tonight after 2 women and 4 men accused the rapper of rape, sexual abuse, and sexual assault. One of those men claims he was a minor at the time. The accusers are all part of what their attorneys say is a group of more than 100 alleged victims who are in the process of taking legal action against Combs. So far, he has pleaded not guilty to all criminal charges and remains behind bars as he awaits trial. Meanwhile, rapper Kanye West is being sued by a former assistant. The woman says that she was drugged and sexually assaulted during a recording session involving both Kanye and Sean Combs. She claims that she was given a drink laced with an unidentified drug. She alleges West confessed to their encounter much later, leading her to quit her job. The former assistant says she was also fired and never received the $3 million in severance owed to her by West. Kanye's legal team has not responded to that lawsuit.
It's about the celebrities that warned us about Diddy. And let me just say, you look incredible. The audience can't feel it through the screen, but you're definitely smelling amazing. And those diamonds in your teeth are those correct permanent yet 2.5 years now. Now we have to talk about that night Biggie was killed. Music mogul Sean Combs finds himself at the center of a new legal storm tonight. 2 women and 4 men have come forward accusing the rapper of rape and misconduct. Shockingly, one of the accusers claims to have been a minor during the alleged incident.
You shut the up, have you really?
Yeah.
I love that about you.
Well, I've ordered it like hundreds of times. I wanted to figure out what's going on. Why does it have a Z? It's very
it's not like what is the people that they say they just put powder?
Instant coffee?
No, the company that actually has just like cans of powder that they put hot water in. Coffee Bean.
That's what Coffee Bean does?
Yes.
Well,
like the vanilla latte is a powder formula that they put water in.
I did used to live next to a Coffee Bean.
It tastes like it too.
In another twist, rapper Kanye West is facing his own legal troubles. A former assistant has filed a lawsuit alleging she was given substance and mistreated during a recording session involving both Kanye and Sean Combs. She claims her drink was spiked with an unknown substance, and later, West confessed to the encounter about his health and lifestyle. Diddy opened up about how he's become more conscious of self-care. He attributed his current state to a healthier lifestyle, including fasting and making better choices about what he consumes. Conversation. Diddy was asked about his extravagant lifestyle and the house parties he throws, often surrounded by a large only reflected on his journey with love, admitting that he's still learning how to truly care for himself before fully committing to someone else. Despite the ups and downs, Diddy remains optimistic about finding lasting love.